Hello, it is I, Johnny Hikinashi, the great on these Wall Street charts, and just give you a quick little look. School is open and in session, so at the moment, it's free to enroll. Don't know how long I'll be doing that for. I'll be charging $3,500 once I reach my certain amount of testimonials and people who have passed their prop firm challenge and made it to payouts. And then I'll be charging 3,500. So I would jump in there right now if I was you, because it's free 99. Let's go over what we're doing here. Okay, so we were growing a small account. We started out with 200 bucks, and we started out with a $14 Apex funding challenge to get access to 25K. Growing a small account with only $14. This is how I do it. Now, we started out, as you can see here, this is where we started, well, a couple days before. So what is this? I don't know how many. I don't know how many days this is. I don't understand this. I don't understand how to figure out how many days we traded. I think it's like 10 days. Okay, 10 or 7 days, one or the other. But it is Thursday, as you can see right here in the corner. And on a Thursday, it's typically my last day to trade. I rarely ever trade on a Friday because I don't know, Fridays just don't work well with me. Tradezilla agrees. So on Fridays, I do not trade. I essentially just trade Sunday through Thursday. And we took 250 bucks. And as you can see, this is my real account. This is my real information. Look in the corner. I want to hear nothing about no, oh, that's fake. This is a real Ninja Trader account. Okay. That's my name. This is Ninja Trader. Okay. So as you can see here, we started out and we were growing the account steady. Now, as you can see, I wasn't really growing it that much around here. And that's because I was using one contract. If you go back and watch my videos, you'll hear me tell you that when you start off with a small account with 200 bucks, you don't have the luxury of using two contracts. You don't have the luxury of swinging the bat extremely hard when your trade, your A plus setup comes. Okay. You really don't. You only have the luxury to spend one contract. So that means you have to be right a lot. And you know, our trading strategy, we're right a lot more than most other trading strategies. So as you see here, we started to increase, the money started to grow faster. Why did the money start growing faster? Because guess what? I could use more contracts now. At $700, I can now start using two micro mini NASDAQ contracts, right? I used to trade the E-minis, but then I fell in love with NASDAQ because I just like how volatile it moves. I like how quick it moves. I like how quick it tells you when you're wrong and how quick it tells you when you're right. It just suits my personality and that works for me, but you got to find out what works for you. But our trading strategy, you'll be able to do it over all aspects, crypto, um, futures, options. It's just price action at the end of the day. Okay, so we got to $700 a couple of days ago. We got to $800. We got to $870, and then today, $947. You guys didn't take the rest. I think you guys. I stopped trading at like $700 live because uh, this software that I use. What is that software called? I use a software that streams over all my platforms, all of them at the same time, and it's down. So I couldn't trade with you guys. I couldn't get to $900, but at least y'all got to 700 with me if you followed me. So $940. Now, what is the biggest thing that you need to do right now? Well, the biggest thing you're going to need to do is pull the money out the account. Okay, so I'm going to pull about 450 bucks out of this account. The reason I'm going to do that is because you got to make it real. You see, I want you to develop the psychology of once this money hits this, Ninja Trader is my broker, the money is no longer mine. And if you can wrap that around your head, that the money is not yours and that it belongs to your broker now, it'll make you a better trader. Because what'll happen is you will start to realize that the money's already gone. And so it takes away the stress, right? So once I put in that 200 bucks, it was gone in my mind. And just like right now, this $946 we made in like 6 or 7 days, That's not my money. It's not my money until I do this. Until I click here, not the ACH, but I click here and I do a wire transfer. And that money hits my bank account. When that 450 bucks hits my bank account, it's my money again. Okay, does that make sense? So we essentially doubled our money with an extra 50 bucks, right? So if we were selling weed out here in these streets, I bought an ounce for $200. I turned around and I sold it for $450. You got it? It's the same thing. And so I take the money out and then I leave the rest of that money in there out of this $900. Leave the rest of that in there and then we go do it again. This makes it real. This is for your psychology. If you do not take profits, you got to trust me on this. I've had my account at $5,000 only to like go on tilt and lose like $3,000. At the end of the day, I had to switch on my brain and think the money is never mine until I put it in my bank account. Even if it's sitting in your trading account, it's not yours. Because it 1, 2, 3 tilt days, all that money's gone. Months of hard work. So pay yourself out. Keep the little $450 to the side. Okay. And then just keep letting that bubble in your bank. Keep letting that bubble. And now you're sitting on a cushion and now you're not being desperate when a trade comes. You can be picky. You could be bougie because you're like, well, shit. Last week I just pulled in $450 trading in my living room, in my underwear, clicking buttons. Right. And then you do it again. Now you got another $450. Right. So now you're at $900. Right. So and that's just banking every week, banking that money because you're taking it out of your account. And now it feels real. Now it's like, okay, I'm trading. I see the finish line. If I'm just disciplined and I be picky with my trades and I follow my rules, I'll be able to get a reward. Humans are driven from reward, fear, and status, or what people would call clout today, right? So what does, if it's going to enhance my status, then I'm most likely going to do better so that I'm most likely going to take action so it can enhance my status. If it's going to hurt me, put me in a position where I'm hurt in some type of way and I feel pain, I'm probably going to change my behavior patterns. If there's a major reward every time I do a certain thing, that's going to change your behavior patterns. This is all psychology and it boils down to your trading. And so within this 10-minute video, if you don't get anything out of us growing this small account, is that when you get to the halfway mark and you've doubled your money, go on and take some out and pay yourself and leave it to the side. You don't got to spend the $450. You can just leave it in the bank account, but don't leave it in the trading account because that money is not yours. It belongs to the broker. When you see me trade for Apex, I always take my first payout at $1,500. I don't give a shit about, now you got to go back to the trailing drawdown and your account doesn't have all the liquidity that it could have. I don't care. I want my $1,500. And if I blow the account, I don't care. I spent $29 on it and I made $1,500 off of it. I don't care. I don't care that I only got $1,500 out of the account. That's a flip to me, a major flip. And you do the same thing with your personal account as well. So I hope this video helps. We're going to continue to build a small account. I'll show you what the next move is next. The next move is I'll do this again. I'll get it up to whatever the market gives me. I'm hoping I can get 1,700 is what I would like to get now on the next move because we have more than $200 now. So I'm hoping by the next payout, we get to 1,700. I leave 700 in it. 1,400. I leave 700 in the account, take out 700, then do it again. But on the next time I take out, I will only take out $400 because I'm probably going to start using 3 contracts around that point. But we'll map it all out so you can see how I do this. And I don't know, man. I don't know what $450 would have done for you in 7 days. Maybe it pays your car note. Maybe it puts money on your rent. Maybe it puts groceries in your refrigerator. I don't know. But if you were following every single one of my trades, well, not everyone, but at least you'd be up $750. I don't know what that would do for you. For some people, it's a game changer. For some people, it's just extra money. Maybe you want to spend on your kids or whatever it is. But it's extra money that I got from just clicking a button. I didn't have to get in my car and drive to work. I didn't have to waste gas. I didn't have to deal with stupid people all day. I didn't have to do anything but just click this button. Anyway, if you want to do it, take your time, do it right. You can do it. You can get your money right. It is I, Johnny Haikin Nashi, the great leader of the right here, Freedom Nation. Make sure you get yourself in this group here so that you can learn this skill set that everyone should possess today if you are trying to escape the rat race.